Hi guys, welcome back to another video. If you're someone who travels frequently for tournaments and you end up spending a lot of money on flight tickets, this video is for you. I'm going to show you how you can use a credit card to earn reward points and then convert them into air miles to book flight tickets for extremely cheap or sometimes even free. The card that I'm going to be talking about today is the Axis Atlas credit card. And I've been using this card for the last 2 years and I've redeemed multiple flights domestically and internationally with this card. And why I'm going to specifically talk about this card is because it has easy point transfers to multiple airlines. So Axis is partners with a bunch of airlines and it's very easy to transfer these credit card points to those frequent flyer programs. And also the transfer ratio is really good. So if you have 2,500 credit card points and if you transfer it to airline partner, you're going to get double, so you're going to get 5,000 points. So it makes it really easy and convenient for you to redeem these air miles. So how do these reward points work? So with every spend that you do with this credit card, you earn edge miles, and these edge miles can be transferred into multiple frequent flyer programs. So Axis is partners with Air India in India, then Indigo, AirAsia. Then if you were to fly internationally, they're partners with Air France, KLM, Singapore Airlines, Turkish Airlines, and all of that. I'm going to show you a list of airlines and hotels that they're partners with. And depending on where you're going to travel and which airline you want to create your frequent flyer program with, you can transfer these points from Axis Bank to those programs and use it to book the flights. So the next step is earning credit card points as an athlete. So as an athlete, we have a lot of fixed expenses which turn out to be a lot actually in a month. So if you're traveling for a tournament, I try and use my credit card to pay the hotel bill of that tournament. And if I have any equipment needs for that month, say rackets or shoes or clothing, if I were to eat out or if I were to travel using taxis, I try and link my credit card to that so that I can maximize my credit card use and also gain as much points as possible. So how do you transfer the miles to the airlines? First, what you have to do is create a frequent flyer program in the airline that you wish to travel with. So I personally in India use Maharaja Club, which is the frequent flyer program for Air India, and I also used to use Club Vistara, which was the frequent flyer for Vistara, but they've merged with Air India now, so it's just one, which is Maharaja Club. And for my travels in Europe, I prefer KLM because they have a very good frequent flyer program there, and also their intra-Europe connectivity is really good, and they also sometimes offer like a lot of discount for air miles bookings intra-Europe. After you've created a frequent flyer account, then you will have to go to your Axis Bank app and then follow the process there. There are a lot of videos on YouTube on how you can do it. I'm not going to show you how to do it here, but I will link a video on my description so that you can see it if you decide to use this card. Now, to book the award flight, you will first have to go to the airline's app or website, and once you log into your frequent flyer program, you will usually see a redeeming flight option with your air miles, and you go to that, and I'm going to show you how you can do it in the Maharaja Club app now.
So you first open the app on your phone, then go to book flights, then choose your itinerary. So here I've chosen one way, and then I choose points instead of cash. Then I'm choosing a flight from Bangalore to Bombay for this example. And I'm going to pick a random date, which is 1st June. Here you can see the different prices. For that day it shows 5,700 rupees, but for points, let's see how much that's going to be. So here it is. For the 12:10 a.m. flight, it says 4,000 points plus the taxes, which is going to be 1,353. So you're going to end up spending about 1,353 instead of 5,700 for this flight.
So when you're using air miles to book the flight, you usually don't have to pay for the flight at all, but you just have to pay the taxes. So these taxes vary depending on which airline you're taking and how long the flight is and where you're flying from. The Axis Atlas has 3 tiers, which is silver, gold, and platinum. The more you spend, you keep getting upgraded to each of these tiers, and each of these tiers have their own perks. You get more benefits the higher you go. And also, if you want to apply for this card, I'll post a link in the description and you can go to that link and apply for the card. It's going to be easier. And there is a certain eligibility criteria to apply for this card, and if you don't qualify, I'm going to tell you a hack, and that might work because it did for me. So when I applied for this card 2 years back, I did not meet the criteria to be eligible to get this card. But if you've noticed, in airports, in different terminals, there are these bank kiosks. So you might see American Express, you might see Axis, you might see SBI, and these kiosks are promoting their cards to travelers. So if you go to these kiosks, then talk to the person there and explain your situation, that you're not eligible but you still want to apply for one. Sometimes if the person is pretty chill, and that happened to be in my case, they will apply, and they're going to send the application anyway, and there is a chance that you might get it. And that's how I got it, because I was not eligible to get this card when I applied for it. So online, if you're not eligible, I would suggest you can go to these kiosks at any airports and try your luck there, and you might get it. So that's about it for this video. I hope you found this informative. This is how I use my credit card, specifically the Axis Atlas. There are other credit cards as well, but I found this one to be the most effective. And if you don't have a credit card, I would suggest you can apply for one with which you can redeem the points to air miles, and you're going to end up spending a lot of money. I've personally saved a lot of money doing it, and us as athletes, we have a lot of fixed expenses which are quite a lot. You can use the card to make those expenses. Also, please be responsible when you use a credit card, because it's very easy to overspend and later you might not be able to reimburse it. So if you like this video, do like and subscribe, and I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Bye.